Morning guys. So we're leaving Cape Palmerston Holiday Park and we're heading now to Keppel Sands, coming south. So it's roughly a 3.15 hour journey, 299 kilometers. Hopefully the roadworks aren't too bad. They have been up until now, so hopefully that we're getting onto roads that aren't being worked on would be nice. And we'll catch up with you when we get there. Cheers. So here we are at Keppel Sands. Tanya's just finished the gaffer, Mr. Riggs.
Cheers everyone.
Which, if anyone's not tried it, it's a very good tipple. It's 6:20 in the evening. Chucking down with rain right now. Looks like we're driving into some pretty atrocious weather. The Caravan's been a real game changer in this respect. I wouldn't have wanted to be in a camper trailer. It would have been an absolute nightmare. At least this way we've got a dry bed. Everything's pack-awayable in minutes, and we can move on to the next ground. So hopefully we'll see some good weather before we finish this trip, but it's not looking hopeful at the moment. The further south we head, the worse the weather is looking. Brisbane and New South Wales is looking pretty much washed out at the moment, but we'll see how we go. Our spirits are not down because we have alcohol.
We have wine, we have food cooking on the weather.
We do?
Richard could show you if you wanted to.
I'll show you what's going on the weather. We can do that. So, we have beef brisket and jacket potatoes. How good's that? Very yummy they will be too. Anyway, catch up with you later. Okay, grub's up. So we've got, see if we can see it, pulled beef brisket with American barbecue sauce, jacket potato and veggies. How's that?
So, as you can see, Richard thought his dinner was totally disgusting.
It was awful.
But he forced himself to eat it.
Absolutely forced it down.
I think the wine helped. But anyway, it was a very nice dinner. I'm still struggling through mine, but I'll get there. See you later. Well, here we are on our way to our next destination, which I think is called the Avondale Tavern, which is a free camp. It's on a pub grounds, so we'll be having lunch there or tea there this evening. Weather last night was pretty appalling. Obviously you've seen it all on the news with the west coast being the east coast being completely doused with rain. Well, we've certainly got some. It's eased off a little bit today, but even so it's still looking pretty gloomy, and I think we're going to be driving into even more, so it could be interesting. Stay tuned. Cheers. Okay, hi guys. Okay, so quick update. Yesterday we stopped off at the Avondale Tavern to stay the night there. I'll be honest, we didn't stay there. The tavern is nice enough, but the camping area is not really a camping area. It was a bit of a mud pit. There was nothing flat. A fair way away from the tavern, around the back. We would have had to walk through mud to get in. So yeah, we gave that a miss. We thought we could do better. So what we did, we came out to Bundaberg and we stayed the night at the AOK Caravan Park, which is right on the river. It was, what was the price, darling? It's $30 a night, so it wasn't badly priced. Just you can obviously use the toilets, the showers and the laundry, but where we were there was no Wi-Fi signal and definitely no TV reception at all. No. But we were right on the river. Couldn't really see it though because of the tree line, but we were right on the river, which was very pretty.
A lot of static vans there. Not a particularly tidy looking place, but not terrible. I mean, it was okay. Yeah, I mean, good for an overnighter, but I wouldn't stay there too long. There's not much. It's not really got much going for it. Anyway, today we're on to Harvey Bay. We did
go to, while we were in Bundaberg, we did go to the Bundaberg Distillery and had a tour of that. Now, unfortunately, couldn't take the GoPro around because you're not allowed to take any electronic devices in with you, because obviously 87% proof rum is pretty flammable. They don't want anything with batteries, anything that's likely to cause a spark. But yeah, thoroughly recommend that. We spent way too much money in there.
Yeah, way too much. And I had far too many tastings.
And Tanya got a little bit drunk, yeah. But yeah, really very, very good. If you're in the area, go there, do that. Our tour guide was Peachy, and what was the other? No, it wasn't Solomon, was it?
No, it was something beginning with S.
Yeah. Anyway, Peachy was very funny. It was good. Enjoyed it. So anyway, off to Harvey Bay now. We'll catch up with you guys later. Where are we?
We are at Harvey Bay.
We are.
A Torquay beachfront tourist park.
Beer's cold.
Wouldn't know, I haven't got any.
Tanya hasn't got a drink. It's my fault as well. I'm a pig. It's almost. Oh, there's the map. Oh, click, click, click. Run. See the rabbit run. It's almost sunny. Not quite, but almost. It's actually quite pleasant. It's not raining yet. And we might even get the fishing rod out and have a little flick later. See if we can catch something out there. Anyway, yeah, it's nice. The bay they put us in was pretty tight. It took about 1 million attempts to get in, but we got in there. Don't know how we're getting out, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. Catch you later. And there's the caravan just there. So truly beachfront. So fisherman Tanya is out there trying to catch fish up to her knees. I don't think she's having much luck considering she's fishing at low tide. It's 180 degrees the wrong way round. She really should be fishing at high tide for 2 hours either side of it. However, I'm fishing for nice cold cider. Tanya? Huh? You're supposed to fish at high tide. She's got big feet. The little fish eating her big feet. Oh, there's a crab there, look. Crab. There's a crab gone. He's gone. He buried himself. Swimming crab. It's very shallow, darling.
Huh?
It's very shallow.
I've had it bit me.
A big fish.
You know, it was a small fish, but I've had a couple of bigger fish coming.
You're all right. Watch that. Is that dress tucked into your knickers?
Yes.
Sunset's nice though.
Anyhow.
Catch us dinner. I want lunch.
No, not if I like the
Just catch us dinner.
No.
Getting out of the way because you're dangerous.
Why would they bite my feet?
Probably because of the smell of cheese. They like cheese. So, fisherman Tanya, nothing?
No dinner. Jump with full.
It's early in the morning. It's on Saturday, and we're at Brisbane Holiday Village. We were a bit slack yesterday, didn't do any video updates at all. Had a really busy day actually. Drove obviously all the way from Harvey Bay to here, and then we went to the show. We caught up with Mike Ellard at the show. Came back and we spent last night with John Fritz, friends of ours that are staying here as well. Today it's into New South Wales, so obviously got a fair trip ahead of us. We're staying, where are we staying in New South Wales?
Torquay Caravan Park, I think.
Yeah, so Torquay Caravan Park we're stopping off at in New South Wales, and it's now really starting to head towards where perhaps the bad weather is.
Expected 40 to 80 mils today.
Yeah, expected quite a bit of rain. We were lucky yesterday, no rain here really at all. Didn't see anything.
It
Actually,
must have
really
rained
nice.
overnight because it was wet.
Yeah, it's been really nice. I don't think we've had much rain. It probably has rained overnight, but I don't think we've had much. But yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more rain. Anyway, catch up with you when we're on the road.
So we're about 23 kilometres out of Coffs Harbour at the moment. The weather reports have not been amazing for this area and parts of Sydney. We've been exceptionally fortunate. We've had a little bit of rain, and when it's rained it's been really heavy, but so far it's pretty much like you see now. It's cloudy, a little bit of blue sky, and then it suddenly rains and then it stops. It's been a fairly reasonable journey. It's just been a bit long today, hasn't it, babe?
Yeah, very long.
But now we're about 17 minutes away, so if I see any good scenery I will turn the video back on. Catch you later. Apparently there's a big banana here. Oh yeah, there it is. It's a big banana.
Well, here we are at Coffs Harbour. The rain at this stage has held off. Had a few little splashes, but it is getting a little bit windier. So we'll see how we go, but yeah, I reckon we'll probably get a bit of rain overnight. And then tomorrow's going to be an interesting one because we're heading down to the Hunter Valley, and the Pacific Highway is actually closed at Jones's Island. Through obviously the inlet there is all flooded, and there's a detour set up to go north from there,
So we'll see where we go. Shall I say north? It'll be northwest to go around it, but we'll see how we go with that one. Anyway, catch up with you later. Okay, so we woke up this morning, had quite a deluge of rain. We're going to obviously try heading to Cresnock today, which is right on the Hunter Valley, and obviously that's where a lot of the flooding is around that area. We have called the site that we're supposed to be staying on to check that they're not affected by the floodwaters, and we have checked Traffic Live, and Traffic Live shows us that we can make it there at this stage. 4.5 hours roughly to get there, so fingers crossed everything goes to plan. Catch up with you later. Okay, well, we're en route. We found the weather, it's pretty wet. On the positive side, there aren't many people on the freeway because they're all intelligent and we're not.
Wow.
Google, yeah, a lot of the freeway, if it carries on like this, will end up flooding across, I would think, within a few hours. So it looks like we're doing the right thing by moving down now. Yeah, I mean, Google Maps is telling us we can get through, so fingers crossed we can get through. The sides of the roads are insane, the amount of water that's there, but I'll get Tiny to do some filming and she can show you guys. Look at that.
Huge amount of flooding. It's just, oh my goodness, these poor people. It's terrible. And we're going up a hill, so this kind of gives you a bit of an insight into how bad this flooding actually is. It's just awful. Oh my goodness, these, you can barely see the trees. Poor cattle, I mean, they wouldn't stand a hope. So this is the river near Kempsey. This has been really badly hit, as you can see. Just the river's completely burst its banks. The houses over there are pretty much just about escaping the water, but only just. Can't even see. Up front, the rain is just horrendous. It's not giving anyone any break. Driving conditions are not fabulous right now. I wish I could show you more, but if I open the window, we're just going to get so wet. Hopefully you can see some of it through the window. Can't even see the fences, the fence lines just disappearing under the water.
About a 50-metre view of the road.
Yeah, it's like pea soup but with rain. It's just awful. I'm hoping this rain will stop really soon and make it easier for Richard to drive. But these fields are just underwater. Must be about 3 foot, I reckon.
This guy's obviously got special wiper blades so you can see.
Oh, look. And then he's just going to come in front of us and make it even harder for us to see. Isn't he kind? Such a kind gentleman. Thank you, sir. And there we go. I'll catch up with you guys later. We need to focus on these roads. Things have taken a bit of a turn. The live navigation system was telling us that we could get through. So we got to Murray and all the roads are closed. All the trucks have been and other cars and caravans all pulled up to the side of the road. So I guess that means we won't be making it to Cessnock to meet up with Pete and Sarah in Hunter Valley. We've made a decision to turn around and head back towards Coffs Harbour and see if there's a way we can get inland, just to try and avoid getting cut off in both directions, because the weather was pretty terrible around Coffs Harbour as well. So yeah, we'll keep you posted. Catch you later.
So we left Coffs Harbour, heading south on the Pacific Highway, and we got down as far as Taree, where Taree's actually been isolated from the freeway, and also it's been isolated from itself as well. It's actually split the town in two. Google Maps and live traffic told us that we could get through that way, had a detour off of the freeway. So we headed down there about 2.5 hours, got there and the roads closed. So we got turned round there, had to drive 2.5 hours back to Coffs Harbour, plus another 90 kilometres north to Grafton, and then pick up this road that we're on, which is the Gwyndear Highway, I think that's how you pronounce it, Gwyndear Highway, which is actually a very pretty road. It's very steep, goes up a mountain range, very windy, looks like a huge amount of palm trees up here, and it's
Gibraltar National Park.
Yeah, the Gibraltar Ranges, and yeah, it's a really pretty drive actually. It is very heavy with traffic at the moment because this is the only route in and out. If you're heading towards Sydney, this is the only way to get there. So I don't think this road was ever designed to take this much traffic, and we're just all crawling along. I'm doing about 20 k's, and I did think about pulling over and letting some of the traffic that's following me behind get through, but there's no point because I'm following a truck who's following another truck, who's following a whole bunch of other cars that are following more trucks. No one's getting through any quicker. Just as easy to stay the way it is. So yeah, that's where we are. We're planning on stopping at Glen Innes, the showgrounds there for the night. So we'll probably, with a bit of luck, I'll keep it attached to the car and we can get an early start tomorrow. But yeah, that's where we are.
Oh, look, pretty waterfall.
Yeah, waterfalls, look, loads of them. Just shows how much water there is. Okay, catch you later. Okay, update. As you know, yesterday was a monstrous day of driving, heading in one direction for 2 hours or so, heading back the same way, and then backtracking and coming down as far as Glen Innes, which is where we are now. We stayed there the night, it was a good night, just at showgrounds. Nice showgrounds actually, the facilities are all good here. A few other people, looks like they're doing the same thing. So the plan for today, we were going to head down and try and meet up with some friends in Sydney that we haven't seen for ages, but it's just not going to happen. We looked at the news this morning and yeah, flooding's extensive. If we got down there, there'd be no guarantee we'd be able to get back into Victoria that way, just awful conditions, and we don't really want to get involved in that. We don't want to risk ourselves, so we're going to play on the safe side. We're going to head down towards Dubbo, and then from Dubbo we're going to head down towards Canberra, and then we're going to try and pick up Bateman's Bay from there. So that's trying to go around the back edge of this storm. It's still going to be wet, but at least we should avoid most of the flooding. And then Bateman's Bay onto Lake Tamboree, or Tabaree. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously that might change. We'll just see what the weather conditions are looking like. But it's a fair bit of driving. There's over 1,000 kilometres there to do that. I'll keep you posted. Catch up with you later.
So here we are on the road again.
Hello.
We're heading towards Dubbo. Not sure quite where we're going to stay tonight. Going to see how many Ks Richard feels comfortable doing, and then find somewhere in that area to stop. The scenery around here is very English-like, I would say. It's very hilly, very green, lots of trees, lots of cows.
Very Yorkshire Dales.
Yeah, so I'll just turn you around and show you, but try not to get you wet at the same time. Hold on. Hopefully the way we're going doesn't show any signs of flooding. We just decided to completely avoid Sydney and head inland and make the most of what we've got. Anyway, we'll catch you later. Bye.
See ya. Right, the right way.
The road's flooded across here just a little bit. A few puddles.
This is Kilani Gap Road, is what we're on. It's quite steep. So obviously I've put the Ranger into manual mode, and I'm using the gearbox rather than the brakes to keep the Caravan at sensible speed. Cook all the brakes going down the hill, find you have no brakes. Well, here we are. We made it to Forbes. So plans have changed again. We're no longer going anywhere near Bateman's Bay or Lake, or what is it? Tabaree Lake. We looked at that and we just decided that although we could get there okay, the travel from there back to Victoria would be, or could be, a problem. So we've decided to stay inland. So we've got as far as Forbes today. Stayed at a free camp right on the river. Maybe not such a wise move, but we've put ourselves in a position where we've left our caravan connected, so we're ready to go. We haven't even put the legs down, and we've got people in front of us that are closer to the river than we are, working on the basis that if there was an issue, we'd hear them leaving before we do. I think we'd be pretty safe, to be honest. The river's looking okay. Got ourselves a campfire, first one we've had in a long time. Sitting here with a few drinks, just enjoying the evening. It's still raining. I think we just, nah, it's splashing away. I'll put the awning away tonight. I won't leave it out. I've only put a couple of the excuse me, a couple of the support braces in. I haven't put the anti-flap kit up, so yeah, we'll leave it at that. I'll spin around and show you my campfire, which is on its last legs now. But there we go, that's the campfire. The wood that we put on is pretty much burnt out. So just waiting for that to go out. We'll put the lid on it and then we'll turn in. Anyway, catch up with you guys later.
Good morning, everyone. We didn't do much filming yesterday, mainly due to where we were parked up. It was very wet. The rain has been constant all night and the flooding areas have intensified. We're currently en route to Glenrowan, well, Milawa. Going to do a different winery region to the one we'd planned. We'd planned on doing the Hunter Valley, but that's pretty much not accessible. So we're glad we didn't do that, or else we would have been really stuck. So we're heading towards Milawa and doing the King Valley winery region. As you can see, there is a lot of water on the sides of the roads here. It's starting to creep its way across the road. Don't know how long this part of the road will actually be open for if it encroaches much more. Makes driving conditions really dangerous. So yeah, if I see anything more then I'll flick the camera on, but at this stage I'm just going to sign off and help Richard with the driving. Bit of a flood in the road in the middle of a town. Wyalong, I think it's called. There's quite a lot of water here. Oh my goodness. Down that road. I don't want to live there. All at the sides. It's just, it's like it's got its little own stream happening here.
Car needs moving.
The drains just can't cope with the volume of water. It's crazy. Wow. This,
Turn left there.
Hopefully you can turn left and
West on Mill Street, Ewell Highway.
oh my goodness.
Continue on 839 for 3 kilometres.
I wouldn't have wanted to be that caravan camping there last night. The field's just completely underwater. That's
So says a little, don't it?
yeah, that's quite amusing. Anyway, it is very wet.
this town's at imminent risk now.
Yeah, definitely. It's Cosbury. Wow. It's a little deep.
We weren't in these houses.
I would imagine the SES are very busy today.
Sandbagging.